The 17-year-old Nashville school shooter, who killed a teenage girl before turning the gun on himself, allegedly left a dark trail of hateful online postings and appeared to be a self-loathing incel, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Welcome to another episode of Human Wreckage. Please like and subscribe if you like what we do. This episode is about Solomon Henderson, a school shooter, and how he changed lives with his selfish act. Let's get into it. Teen shooter Solomon Henderson expressed a wide array of troubling views in a purported manifesto and on social media before gunning down 16-year-old Jocelyn Correa Escalante at Antioch High School, a DL representative Carla Hill told the Post. What happens on the incel forums is that people of color are told the only reason they're incels is because of their color, and so it pushes them toward other extreme ideology that he apparently took on, Hill said. He picked up anti-Semitism. He posted a lot of anti-black content because of that. Internalized racism, said Hill, who is Senior Director of Investigative Research at the organization. The ADL, in a fuller report issued Thursday, stated it is believed Henderson self-identified as a mentalsel, which is someone who is involuntary celibate based on an intellectual or learning disability. Metro Nashville police said investigators were probing very concerning online writings and social media posts as they attempt to determine a motive behind the attack that was partially streamed online. Escalante was fatally shot inside the cafeteria of the school, and another student was grazed in the arm. Henderson then fatally shot himself before a confrontation with police. Alleged online writings reviewed by outlets included Henderson stating that he was ashamed to be black. Other materials tied to Henderson obtained by the station included a layout of Antioch High School, photos of handguns and cartridges to load the weapon. Henderson also posted anti-Semitic writings and posted a flyer from the Goyim Defense League, which is a neo-Nazi white supremacy group. I was so miserable. I wanted to kill myself, he also allegedly wrote at one point. I just couldn't take any more. I am a worthless subhuman, a living, breathing disgrace. All my in real life friends outgrew me, act like they didn't effing know me. Being me was so effing humiliating. That's why I spend all day dissociating. He also had a photo of the Covenant school shooter who killed 3 children and 3 staffers in 2023 before killing herself. Purported writings reported on by the Tennessean included statements against race mixing with a desire to take revenge on society. Henderson also had statements praising Adolf Hitler and jarring photos from past school shootings, the newspaper reported.
No, he shot himself. Oh!
Shooting at Antioch High School, y'all. Shooting at Antioch High School. Check on y'all kids. Hold on. Shooting at Antioch High School. A mass shooting at Antioch High.
The ADL Center on Extremism reviewed the purported manifesto and social media posts from the shooter, as well as a forum he allegedly participated in that promoted white supremacy and accelerationism, which is the desire to see a hastening of the collapse of modern society, according to the civil rights organization.
Caitlin Quisenberry is at the scene in Antioch at the Reunification Center talking with parents and students who are now getting back together. Caitlin, what can you tell us?
Just shooting, and then we was all running, and so I tried to help people who was falling on the ground. And the shooter was in the front of the cafeteria, just shooting up. And we ran out the side door.
So you were in the same room at the shooter?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the cafeteria.
That must have been scary. Was adrenaline kicking in? What?
It was a bit of rush. Like I tried to help somebody while I was running out, trying to save myself too. On the girls on the ground. Then we ran out the side door. I thought I was gonna get shot, but I ran out of there quick.
Okay. Yeah, so you were helping people that were also running out. Were people scrambling over each other? Were teachers in there? What were the people in there?
It was a dean. They was trying to also help people and run out there at the same time too. Try to save as much as they can.
Did you see the shooter?
No, but it was like he was face covered, I think. It was like a flash.
And did you see anyone get shot?
I saw a couple people get shot in the front.
What?
It's sad.
Mama, as
Probably
you're
gonna
hearing
need some therapy. Yeah.
no, and he's so young too. To hear this.
Never seen this in actual life. And I'm from Chicago, of course. It happens all the time. But he's born here. Never saw this. He shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to go through this at school. So hopefully, like I said, security will be put in place.
How many more students were leaving? Like, are still there at the high school? How many more buses of students are probably coming?
Including my friend, and there's a lot of people. They gathering in the auditorium in the gym.
But there's a lot of students in there right now?
Yeah.
That's a very school. It's about 400 or more students, I would think. Yeah.
So it's gonna take a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear them gathering in the like trying to meet up and read up, and so they come here.
Okay.
Maybe with their family.
What was the emotions in that gymnasium?
It was a bit of fear, like the scare where you fit to die, and it was a bit of rush, like try to help as much as you can. People were screaming, running, falling on the ground.
How are you now?
I'm fine right now. It was just a lot of rush, like it was out of nowhere. I was getting my food, and then I heard shots in the back, and then everybody ran behind the garbage cans, and then we ran like out the side door, crouching down like this low.
Wow. So it looks like you're still running on that adrenaline right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the first thing you told your mom when all this happened?
I was when that happened, I was running outside, and then I called her while I was like out of breath, and I tried to catch
exactly
my
how he sounded out of breath, and I'm like, "Where are you?" And he said, "Mom, they're shooting. I'm running." I said, "Oh my God, just stay low, stay out of sight. I'm on my way." And I just told him I have to go. I was at work. I have to go.
Hi. Well, obviously a lot to process today. What does tomorrow look like for you guys?
At home.
Heal yourself. Get yourself together. Collect yourself.
And just prayers to the victims. Because, you're used to the fights there, but this is a whole another level. Guns.
And there has been people caught with firearms, guns and stuff, and they did nothing really about it. They just expelled them but this got too far.
One of the questions during the press conference was if you guys have metal detectors when you enter the school.
Yeah, they had that on the back door, but they took it off. I don't know why.
Okay. So they were able to bring a weapon into school pretty easily through the front door then?
Mm-hmm. They had it's like you can bring a gun or weed in your backpack. No, they do searches, but it's not like constantly. It's where they can hide a gun in your pocket or something.
Right. What were police telling you guys in the gymnasium, or what were you kind of hearing from law enforcement?
He was telling us anything we need to know, just let them know. And then we was all gathering up at this station all the way down there. And then we was calling our moms and telling everybody know.
Thank you so much, you guys. We're going to let you get home and get rested and settled. Yes, warm as well. Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys. So we're continuing to see these parents be reunited with their kids, family members, friends reunited with their loved ones. As they're kind of coming in, we've seen at least 5 school buses filled with students, and we're hearing that it could take up to several hours to get all these students reunited with their family members. But police and law enforcement are doing their best, as well as MNPS, to get these students reunited back with their families. And we still have, as we've been documenting through the last couple of hours, a full gas station of parents waiting. You can see up on this ridge here, family members still on their phones searching for their loved ones to come in and waiting. There's also family members that we've spoken with that their kiddos do not have cell phones, or their cell phones have died. So it's just kind of waiting to hear from the schools on when their students will be returned back home to them. It looks like another bus going back over to fill up with more students there. On this bus, you have the bus driver, and it looks like you also have some Metro police officers as well, maintaining to keep the situation safe and calm as it progresses. I'm going to send it back to you guys. But again, this is a very developing situation in terms of how parents are reuniting with their students, and just as we're learning more information as the day goes on.
Thank you.
He's in an incel forum that's telling him he's an incel because he's black. No one wants you because you're black, Hill of the DL said of one online space. Henderson was also part of a Gore forum where mass killers of all ideologies are often celebrated, including the recent Madison, Wisconsin shooter, according to the DL. The alleged manifesto from Henderson contained a list of soft targets, including Jews, Muslims, immigrants, and LGBTQ people, the ADL said in its report. The fact that the Antioch shooter appears to have been active in multiple obscure and extreme online spaces highlights a troubling trend. Young people are increasingly finding interconnected online networks that are shaping violence and extremism, fueling real-world tragedies. The shooter partially live-streamed the shooting on the online platform Kick, according to the company. We extend our thoughts to everyone impacted by this event, Kick wrote on X. Violence has no place on Kick. We are actively working with law enforcement and taking all appropriate steps to support their investigation. Thanks for joining me again. Till next time, take care of yourselves.